everybody, this is TF5. It's time for the first Transformers 5 discussion of 2015. It has been quite a very long time since we've had any news-related stuff that has to do with Transformers 5. And, I think it was actually, back in 2014. So, but we have something now, and that is due to Hasbro's Toy Fair. Some of you may know is coming up tomorrow. Well, today they had kind of like a preview for some, special people. So, Transformer World 2005 got the inside scoop about some of the stuff that was happening at this preview event. And one of those big things was, well, actually, it wasn't big in terms of, they didn't really talk about it much as I can tell. But it's big for me, and it's big for a lot of movie fans, because Transformers 5 is now in pre-production. So what does that mean? That, it doesn't mean too much in the fact that of, what's happening in development, but it does mean that Transformers 5 is now in the progress of being made. So pre-production, depending on how long it's been going on, and I'm assuming it's, gone on maybe for the past couple months, and this is when Hasbro is actually just first announcing that pre-production has started. But, what could be happening is, script writing, planning, casting, who's going to be the director, of course. Is Michael Bay going to be returning? Now, I'm assuming they either will be knowing soon who's going to be directing Transformers 5, or they already know. Being in the, pre-production status of the film, it is, usually a pretty good idea to know who's going to be the director of the movie, so that they can be involved in this process as well, because Michael Bay likes to work with writer Aaron Kruger a lot when writing the script, and, in pre-production is when the script is written, so I'm assuming, I'm personally assuming here that Michael Bay will be back for Transformers 5. That is my personal speculation, just because we're getting the news that they're in pre-production before hearing there's going to be a new director. Now, I feel like if there was going to be a new director for the Transformers movies, that would be the first thing that we would hear about this movie. But first we're just hearing, oh, well, pre-production has started. So in that case, I do feel like Michael Bay will be returning for his fifth go at a Transformers movie. Now, a lot of you are saying, but wait a second, I thought that Michael Bay was not going to be returning, and he announced it, and he was going to be doing another movie, and he said he was done with Transformers. Well, he never actually did confirm that he was not going to be doing another Transformers movie. There was news that broke out that he was going to be doing another film. He did an interview that he kind of wanted to do some other things, explore some other opportunities, but he never said, guys, I will not be directing Transformers 5, and we still have not gotten an announcement for another director. So this all leads me to add up everything and just assume that Michael Bay will be returning. So since he is, in my opinion, going to be returning for Transformers 5, I would assume Transformers 6 he will be returning as well. They will end at Transformers 6, and then in the future the series will be rebooted with another whole new origin of the Transformers coming to Earth, and so on and so forth. So I want to know what you guys think. Are you pumped that Transformers 5 is now in development? Or do you think that Michael Bay will be returning? I just really think, by looking at all of the facts about, what's happening in the process now, I just think that the most logical explanation is that Michael Bay is back, because, unless they have already picked another director and they're just not revealing that yet, and they are actually working on pre-production kind of in secret. But otherwise, I just don't feel like that would actually happen with this big of a movie, because with the Transformers films, I feel that if they were going to, have a new director, they'd say, hey, this is our new director of Transformers movies. So that is what I feel. So, Transformers 5, now in pre-production. That is really cool. Since they're in pre-production now, I am assuming we're going to be looking at a 2017 release of the film. It's kind of hard to guess the timetable of when filming will start, but it usually begins at the beginning of the year before. So in, maybe 2016, they will start filming probably in February or March, or about a year from now. So script writing is probably underway, like I said. Just a lot of, this is kind of the planning process, get things going. Alright, let's look at where we left off in Transformers 4. How are we going to continue that off? And I do hope, now see, when they were talking about Transformers 4, they kind of said they had a plan ongoing. And it kind of did seem like they had a plan, with the cliffhanger and everything, but then some information came in after that it seemed like, maybe they just kind of left it at a cliffhanger and said, okay, well, we'll just try and continue it later on. Just kind of like they did with the first 3 films. They were all just kind of like standalone and not planned, kind of like somewhat like the Marvel films. So hopefully, if they have not done that planning for Transformers 5, I do hope that when entering Transformers 5, they do plan for Transformers 6. So that way it's, they can end out the series right. But I still have my wish that all of the main humans will come back for Transformers 6, and it'll be like a whole big thing of, Sam being back, because, give those characters some closure instead of just kind of like, where'd they go? Because they were so prominent in the first 3 films, especially Sam. I would just feel like it would be weird if they just kind of like left him out to dry without explaining exactly what happened to him. So it's like, why did he not come back to try and find the Autobots after all that happened in Transformers 4? So, my opinions on that stuff. Let me guys know what you think about all of this in the comments section. And until next time, I am TF5. See you guys.